Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Unfortunately, truth nowadays is a very rare and dangerous commodity. If you have it and you show it, you could get yourself in big trouble. That's why you have to be not only courageous, but you have to be mindful. You have to be wise in how to use the truth, or what you think at least is the truth. Or whenever you make a point and you understand how the wind blows, the dynamics of the society, you have to express it in such a way that you don't create problems for you as much as you can. If you have enemies, that's a good thing. A person without enemies, something is wrong over there. All right. So, as you probably know, I decided to avoid certain characterizations, or at least lump them together in certain kind of words. So, for instance, I use the word weasel. For me, weasel encompasses a lot of meanings of a person, not a good connotation. So if I call someone a weasel, it could be funny and all that, but a weasel for me is something of a very garbage value. And for instance, maybe one of my noticeable terms that I use for the United States of America, I'm talking about the leaders, is Al Capone. Because I think that, and I explained that in a previous video of mine about maybe a month and a half ago or so, I explained why I choose to use Al Capone for the United States of America, because the way I see it, and history is my witness, if you read it, United States of America is a country, the leaders of this country behaved and behave like Al Capone in in the world relations, with blackmail threats, and destroying this and that, promoting certain guys over there, and then coming back for a you owe me that, you owe me this, for some favors. It's very, very close. And some people feel offended about that, and I don't give a shit, because I know that I'm right. And if you don't think I'm right, you need to just read more history and be objective about it, obviously. Leave your passion away and open your brains. So I decided now to come with another term, and the term is this. If you're familiar with the Lord of the Rings, this is the Eye of Sauron. Sauron. So the Eye of Sauron was something that when someone wore the ring, the eye would immediately turn around and focus on you, and would send the orcs, I think they were called the army of evil doers, to kill you and take the ring, that destroy you. So I would put this Eye of Sauron, I think, to if you expose yourself and you attack a certain kind of group, some kind of ideology, or some kind of country. So if you touch that country, and if you let's say you criticize it because you think you have a point, it seems like you are not allowed to criticize it, because if you're criticizing, for instance, Israel, you will be called anti this and anti that. They say no, you can criticize, but criticize it as much as they like. So they're in control. Once you criticize more than they decide, like they're the arbiters, the referees, then they call you names. So you can say that, this guy speaks funny, ha 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 ha. But if you say, well, they kind of like that, or they do that, that's where they decide. That's beyond that. You have no say in that. It's like you have no value. It's someone else who decides the rules of the game, and you are not part of it somehow. Where in reality, you should be allowed to realize what's good and what's bad on your own. Not only what other people tell you, it's too much. Like, for instance, if I would say someone is fat, and I go at work and say, hey, and I say someone is fat, I guarantee you there would be a lot of idiots, tyrants, who will show up in the name of being kind, correcting me that that person is not fat, is big or big boned or this or that or beautiful or something like that. And they will decide I am wrong, which I know I'm not, because that's the exact condition that is referred to, defined by the dictionary. And it's no bad connotation. Yes, being fat is not good, because usually when you're fat, you're not healthy. That's not me saying that, that's science. You remember that one? Okay. Believe the science. So from now on, I'm going to call, whenever I'm going to use the term the EYE of SAURON, or the eye, I will refer to this energy, this force that will attack you once you start saying certain things about, I don't know, Israel in Gaza, or if you say something about somebody and they don't like you, they will turn towards you, they will focus on you, and they will send the orcs to make sure that you are out of the way, you're taught a lesson. I have many examples where certain people mildly criticize and they were immediately called this and called that. So my friends, from now on, remember the Tower of Sauron, or the Eye. I will refer to the Eye. I refer to this guy, so I'm not going to say, hey, Al Capone. You know, Al Capone is the United States of America in the global context. And I'm going to say the Eye, that means going to be this force, this energy, this that will get you. All right? And you know, I just mentioned who I'm referring to. Remember when Dr. Norman Finkelstein, he lost his tenure at, I think, DePaul University in Illinois, because he had a heated conversation with Alan Dershowitz. Now, Alan Dershowitz is a Jew. Norman Finkelstein is a Jew. Dershowitz is from Harvard. This guy was an assistant professor in DePaul. And you can find online a debate where Finkelstein mops the floor with Dershowitz. And after that, soon after that, Norman Finkelstein was denied tenure. And some people say it could be because this guy went around Dershowitz and spoke with some people, and the Eye got Norman Finkelstein. That's why Norman Finkelstein is not a professor anywhere. So the Eye sent its orcs, and Norman Finkelstein was erased from the good society. That's one example. There are many others. I just made a video with what's his name? Roger Waters from Pink Floyd. Again, he is another guy that the Eye got him in that and is under the Eye, is right on him. And he has money, he has power, he has followers, and they can't destroy him. The Eye cannot destroy him that easily, but still they're at work. There are many who are taken like that and called all kind of names, and you know exactly what I'm talking about when the Eye got you in there, in its eyesight. So we got it. Al Capone, we got that. The Weasels, we got that. The Eye, we got who and what the Eye is. I'm going to refer to that, to the Eye. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Don't tell anybody. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.